Finn didn't bother knocking as he burst into his sister Gracie's room. She appeared to be watching television, but he put a dismissive hand up, already anticipating her outburst. "Gracie, get out of here." "Finn, chill out, Gracie. I just need your phone charger, stop being so melodramatic." Grabbing the phone charger from her desk, Finn noticed Gracie sitting in front of her television. There was an old book open in front of her, as well as candles, a wooden board with some odd symbols, and a teen magazine. He blinked at her, his fingers gripping the charger as he began to back out of the room. But Gracie still seemed to be freaking out over the interruption. "Gracie, I'm not being melodramatic, you're gonna ruin." There was a blinding flash of light. Finn's head spun, a wave of dizziness overtaking him. His vision was still blurry as the scene slowly came back into focus, and they were standing in the living room. Although something was off. It was a larger, more open version of their own living room. Almost like a stage. "Finn, where are we?" "Gracie, how many times have I told you not to come in my room?" The rebuke fell on deaf ears, as Finn's head was still aching. When he went to rub his temples, he noticed a mass of blonde waves replacing his once brown hair. Examining his hands, he saw that they were smaller, more delicate, and manicured. "Finn, Gracie, what's happening?" "Gracie, you screwed up my spell." Finn examined his hands again, then pinched a lock of his hair so that he could examine it, feeling the tug on his scalp. Looking down, he saw that he was in girl's pants and a white blouse. And were those boobs? "Finn, why do I have boobs, Gracie?" At the sound of his new high-pitched, lilting voice, Finn began to cough. "Finn, hack, what's wrong with my voice?" There was an odd sound, seeming to come from all around them. Almost like laughter. Yes, it was definitely laughter. Were people laughing at him? "Finn, what was that?" Gracie rolled her eyes, and sat on the couch sullenly. "Gracie, studio audience. We're in a sitcom." "Finn, wait, people are watching us?" "That's insane." "And answer my freaking questions, Gracie." "Gracie, sort of. It's magic, but combined with technology. Which you aren't supposed to mix, but I thought I figured out a way to make it work." Until my idiot brother interrupted. The audience laughed again and Finn looked for a camera or something to glare at. When there was nothing to be found, he simply shot another angry look at his sister. "Finn, don't blame this on me. Why am I a girl?" "Gracie, I was using magic to create a pocket dimension. Nothing too convoluted. Just a nice, light, sitcom world with low stakes where I could have some fun and unwind. Which is where we are now." "Finn, okay. That's a lot to take in. You created a sitcom dimension and we both got pulled into it. So why are you still you, but now I'm a girl?" "Gracie, most of the structure of this world is based on ours, but with sitcom rules. And when I was setting up the parameters, I made it so I don't have a brother in this universe. No offense, I just need a break from you sometimes, because you do things like come into my room without asking." There was another echo of laughter from the audience. "Finn, oh, shut up." "Gracie, during my test runs, it worked perfectly. I'm an only child here, and the universe literally revolves around me. But since you messed up the spell, I think it's rearranging this entire universe to integrate both of us. For instance, I still don't have a brother here. I have a sister." Finn's mouth hung open at the revelation. "Gracie, you look just like me. Only a girlier version. Maybe we're twins or something." Finn, well, since I'm not interested in being twins or hanging out in your sitcom universe, how about you magic us out of here? Gracie, I'd love to, but I wasn't finished creating an exit route for this trip. So, until I can figure something out. Finn's shoulders slumped. Finn, we're stuck here? Gracie nodded as the television in front of them popped on, depicting Finn in his new girly body and Gracie in her glasses and basketball jersey. The title Faith and Gracie appeared over them. An awful, lilting pop song followed. We're twins, but we're different, Finn. That's literally the worst song I've ever heard. Gracie, I guess you're Faith now. And how did you get top billing in my universe? That's total BS. Finn, could you just turn it off? Gracie, sure thing, Faith. The audience cackled and Finn slumped onto the couch next to his sister. Finn, I hate sitcoms. Episode 2, Twice the Wardrobe. The next morning, Finn and Gracie slogged into their shared bathroom. It was spacious enough, befitting their new sitcom house, but Finn still grumbled. Finn, can't believe we have to share a bathroom. Gracie, at least we have 2 sinks. The two stepped up the adjacent sinks to begin their morning routines when a gratingly upbeat pop tune kicked in. We're twins, but we're different, Finn. It's that God-awful theme song again. Screw this, I'm putting in earbuds. Gracie, girl, same. Finn glared at his sister and somehow the laugh track sounded over the cloying theme song. Gracie, sorry. The two slid their earbuds in and went to work getting ready for the day. But by the time they were dressing, there was a knock on the door and their mom stuck her head in. Mom, morning, girls. Gracie and Finn looked at each other. Sure, this woman looked just like their mom, but there was something strange about her. Gracie, hi, Mom. Finn, hi, Mom? Squeezing Finn's elbow, Gracie pulled her transformed brother over and whispered in his ear. Gracie, the spell used Mom as a template, so this isn't technically Mom, but she should be pretty much the same. Finn, pretty much? Gracie anticipated a day of relaxing around the sitcom house, so she slipped into a comfortable basketball jersey and shorts. But when Finn grabbed a t-shirt and jeans from Gracie's closet, their sitcom mom intervened. Mom, Faith, just what do you think you're doing? Finn, getting dressed? Mom, oh no, I won't have my daughter gallivanting around in jeans and a shirt. Finn, what? Finn motioned at Gracie, who stood there in her shorts and jersey. The twins watched with confusion as the sitcom mom threw open the doors to Finn's closet to find it completely empty. Mom, that's strange. You're usually such a little fashionista. Finn, no, I'm not. Mom, fine, you can borrow your sister's clothes, but it certainly won't be a pair of jeans, young lady. Mom darted over to Gracie's closet, combing through rows of clothes and hangers before finally pulling out something she approved of in pink. Mom, so adorable. Gracie, do you mind if Faith borrows this dress? Gracie couldn't help but laugh and the invisible audience laughed along with her. Gracie, I'm never gonna wear it, Mom. It's all hers. Mom, you're such a good sister. Now go on, Faith. Slip this on and then I'll help with your makeup. The audience laughed again as Finn shot Gracie a look of pure spite before taking the dress. After he slipped it on and fumbled for the zipper, they laughed even more. Finn, oh darn, I can't get the zipper, guess I'll have to wear pants. There was another wave of laughter as Mom assisted. Mom, I have it, don't worry, sweetie. Once Finn was sipped into the dress, Mom took his hand and led him into the bathroom, helping him with lip gloss, blush and mascara, gushing over how pretty he looked while paying no attention to Gracie, who just applied a simple lip balm. Finn was horrified at the final results, but Mom was thrilled. "Mom, you look beautiful, dear." "Finn, great, just what I wanted." His voice was dripping enough sarcasm that the audience couldn't help but laugh. Mom finally left the room and went back downstairs, as Finn looked to Gracie for an explanation. "Finn, what the hell is happening? Why isn't she making you do all this crap?" "Gracie, Mom, our real mom, always wanted me to get more into clothes and hair and makeup. So when I was designing this universe, I made some tweaks so that she wouldn't bother me about it here." "Finn, but the tweaks were just there to keep her from bothering you, right?" "Gracie, looks like it. This mom still wants a girly girl daughter, and since it can't be me, it's you." "Finn, great. Gracie, kinda weird that your closet is completely empty, but I guess the spell is still adjusting to there being two of us. If it makes you feel any better, you look super cute in that dress." There was even more laughter and Finn's face went red. A few minutes later, they were in the living room. At least they could enjoy a quiet day at their sitcom house, and Gracie would have plenty of time to find a way to get them home. But as the two sat on the couch brainstorming, Mom bolted into the room. "Mom, Faith, get your purse. I'm not sure how you got rid of all your clothes, but we're going to the mall to get you a new wardrobe." "Finn, I don't need a new wardrobe. And who even goes to the mall anymore? Just order everything online." "Mom, nonsense, honey. Do you honestly want to sit at home all day when you look so pretty?" "Finn, yes, that's exactly what I want to do." The audience cracked up, but Mom grabbed Finn's purse for him, a purse he didn't remember having earlier that day. It was in glittery pink and covered in bedazzled butterflies. It was then that Mom noticed Finn slipped on a pair of Gracie's purple sneakers when she wasn't looking. The audience laughed, but Mom was clearly not amused and scowled at the sneakers, then at Finn. "Finn, they're purple, that's a girly color. Mom, after today, you can say goodbye to sneakers, young lady." There was more laughter as Mom led Finn out of the house. The door slammed behind them and Gracie put her feet up. "Gracie, I should probably look into fixing the spell, but I think I deserve a little me time." The audience cheered. Gracie would have plenty of time to figure out how to get them home, but getting stuck in a sitcom was pretty stressful and she needed time to unwind. She took the remote and turned on the television. Meanwhile, Mom and Finn were somehow already at the mall. Mom subjected him to a barrage of bras, panties, skirts, blouses, dresses and everything in between. The scene would have made for a perfect sitcom montage, but Finn had to suffer through every agonizing second. Mom insisted on snapping pictures and sending them to Gracie for review. Back at the house, Gracie sat comfortably on the couch with a bowl of cereal in her lap and a game controller in her hand, not bothering to do any spell research now that she was home alone. As the flood of pictures came in, Gracie sent back the same message on every single one. "Gracie, texting's so cute, get it?" The crowd cackled, especially at the angry scowl on Finn's face in every single picture. It was like he was trying to scowl directly back at Gracie for putting him in this situation. Mom said they were on the way to the shoe store now, and Gracie reminded her that a girl can never have too many shoes. When Mom and Finn arrived home after hours upon hours of shopping, their arms were full of bags and boxes from dozens of stores. The ones piled in Finn's arms were so high that his face was hidden. Gracie rushed to help, taking some items from Finn to reveal the same angry scowl from the pictures. Gracie laughed nervously, and the audience with her. "Gracie, so, how was shopping?" Finn kept scowling and didn't answer. Gracie, that bad, huh? Well, at least you got lots of new clothes. She looked at all the boxes, but then from outside came the sound of a truck backing up. Mom was ecstatic. Mom, there's the rest of it. The audience lost it at the joke, as Mom left Finn and Gracie in the house and rushed outside to grab even more clothes from the truck. Finn set the last of his boxes down and collapsed onto the couch. Finn, if a sitcom episode is only like 24 minutes, then why did I just spend a whole day at the mall? Gracie, I guess we still have to go through our daily lives here, but yeah, it is a little weird. I mean, it was great to have some time to myself and just chill out and play video games all day. Finn, do what all day? Gracie, I tried to fix the spell and then I played video games. To relax from all the spell fixing that I was doing. There was more laughter, and Finn grabbed the controller, eager to relax a little himself. But then Mom came back in, leading a pair of movers with even more clothing boxes. Mom, no time for video games, Faith. We need to organize your new wardrobe. Finn passed the controller back to Gracie and stood up, stomping bitterly up to his bedroom as the Poppy theme song kicked back in. We're twins, but we're different, Finn, yeah, no shit. One's girly, one isn't, Finn, is that a new line? And wait a second. Am I supposed to be the girly one? Gracie, you are the one in a pink dress. Finn clopped into the bedroom, the audience oohing and awing at his new outfit. He took an unsteady step in his new shoes, and Gracie offered him a hand. Gracie, first time in heels? The audience cackled and Finn crossed his arms angrily. Finn, you know it is. Gracie, wow, Mom really dolled you up. She wasn't kidding about wanting a girly girl daughter. Finn took a few more unsteady steps and sat down on his bed, relieved to be off his feet. But as soon as he relaxed for a moment, the Poppy theme song kicked in. We're twins, but we're different, one's girly, one isn't. Finn, I hate that fudging song. And I'm not fudging girly. Laughter rang out from the crowd as Finn shook his head, looking at Gracie in confusion. Gracie, did you just say fudging? The audience laughed again. Finn, no. Yeah, but I was trying to say. Hold on, let me try something. I was trying to say. Fudge. His eyes went wide with horror as the laughter continued. Gracie, oh, I get it. You're trying to swear. Drop an F-bomb? Finn, yes. Why the fudge can't I? Gracie, this is gonna sound crazy. Finn, crazier than getting sucked into a sitcom, turned into your sister's twin, and forced to dress like a princess by your new mom? Without realizing it, Finn crossed his legs, anxiously bobbing one foot in a decidedly feminine manner. There was more laughter, and then Gracie offered an explanation. Gracie, so the sitcom universe we're in, it's rated TV PG. Finn, what? Gracie, it means we're only allowed infrequent coarse language, maybe some suggestive dialogue. But definitely no F-bombs. Unless you're talking about fudge, of course. Finn, so. I can't fudging say fudge? The audience was laughing again, and Finn stomped his pink wedges on the floor in frustration. Gracie, wait a second. I have a theory. Say fudge again. Finn, fudge again. Somehow, the viewers laughed even harder as Gracie motioned for Finn to try again. Rolling his eyes, Finn did. Finn, fudge. Now the audience was howling with laughter, prompting Finn's face to turn a furious red over his inability to curse. Gracie, just like I thought. I'm pretty sure fudge is your catchphrase. Finn, what do you mean it's my catchphrase? Gracie, we're in a sitcom. That means lame jokes, conveniently resolved plot points, and cheesy catchphrases. Finn, great. I'm stuck in a sitcom, I'm a fudging girl, and now I can't even use swear words. Gracie, honestly, I'm a little jealous. I want a catchphrase. Gracie's joking pout got an awe from the audience as Mom called to the two from downstairs. Mom, girls, don't stay up too late. Remember you have school tomorrow. Finn, awesome, can't fudging wait. Mom, and yes, Faith. You will be wearing a dress. Finn's reply was loaded with sarcasm, and the crowd ate it up. Finn, golly gee, Mom. Can I wear tights and heels and makeup again, too? Gracie, hey, I think I've got a catchphrase. So you just asked Mom if you could wear all that stuff to school tomorrow, right? Finn, obviously I was being sarcastic. But Gracie seized the opening, determined to have a catchphrase of her own. Gracie, oh, Faith. You're such a girl. The crowd absolutely roared, cheering for Gracie as Finn stared at her angrily. He stood up for a moment, ready to storm out of the room, but a stumble in his wedges sent him tumbling back onto the bed. Finn, fudge you, Gracie. There was more laughter, but Gracie was still basking in the reception of her new catchphrase. Meanwhile, the theme song kicked back in. We're twins, but we're different. I'm stuck in a dress, and your hair is a mess, Gracie. Hey, what the fudge, I washed my hair today. Finn, Gracie, help! Gracie rushed into the room, holding a bowl of oatmeal that she was shoveling into her mouth as she ran. The invisible audience was already guffawing. Gracie, I'm trying to eat breakfast. What's your problem? Finn stood dressed for the day in a black skirt, white blouse, and pink tights. His hair and makeup were flawless, but she seemed to be struggling. Not just with the prospect of his first day at school as a girl, but with keeping the closet door closed. His back was pressed against the door, and his stocking feet were digging into the carpet, trying to find traction. Gracie gobbled down her last bit of oatmeal and studied the situation while Finn kept struggling. Finn, my problem is, I was looking for some shoes to wear to school, and as you know I have like 500 pairs now. Mom put the flats all the way at the top of the rack, so when I climbed up to get them, the whole thing toppled over and now I'm holding back a shoe avalanche. The audience cackled and Finn went red at their reaction. Gracie stepped forward to help, but made no effort to hide her amused smirk. Gracie, a shoe avalanche, huh? Oh no! But before Gracie could assist, the closet door burst open and the twins were buried under a miniature mountain of jellies and clogs, slingbacks and stilettos, pumps and wedges and ballerina flats and T-straps and Mary Janes. There was not a single pair of sneakers anywhere in the mix. The crowd cackled as Finn and Gracie popped out of the pile. Somehow, Finn emerged holding a powder blue shoe in each hand. He looked at them and groaned. Finn, ugh, fine. I guess I'll wear these. Gracie, I can't believe you have an actual mountain of shoes. Oh, Faith. Finn, don't fudging say it, Gracie. Gracie, you're such a girl. The audience was howling with laughter as Finn struggled out of the pile and slipped the shoes on. A moment later, the terrible pop rock theme song kicked in. We're twins, but we're different. Finn, nope, not listening. I'd rather go to fudging school. Grabbing a pink camel backup and his bedazzled butterfly purse, Finn minced out of the bedroom. Gracie fought her way out of the pile and followed. A moment later, the two of them were walking down the halls of their high school, modified with wider halls and open classrooms. Apparently, their sitcom hometown was Townsville, and the two were now students of Townsville High School. The two stayed close, examining the sitcom versions of their former classmates as they walked to their lockers. Of course, Finn was complaining. "Finn, can't believe all you had to do was roll out of bed and throw on some pants and a shirt." "Gracie, hey, I took a shower." "Finn, Mom woke me up a whole hour early just to help me with my hair and makeup and pick an outfit." "I showed her, though." "Gracie, how?" "Finn, remember when she said I had to wear a dress to school? I wore a skirt instead." There was more laughter, as Finn smiled confidently and then dipped into a quick curtsy. Gracie was unimpressed. "Gracie, yeah, you're such a rebel." "And did you just curtsy?" "Finn, did I?" Maybe it was, like a sarcastic curtsy. "Gracie, looked pretty legit to me. You crossed your ankles and everything." Finn stopped in the middle of the hall and seized Gracie by the shoulders. Their sitcom classmates walked around them, offering annoyed looks that made the audience titter. "Finn, why would I curtsy? I don't know how to curtsy. I've never curtsied before in my life." "Gracie, fudge, I was afraid of this." "Finn, afraid of what, Gracie?" "Gracie, okay. It's like with Mom. To fill up the sitcom world with people, I used our town as a blueprint. Everyone we know is basically the same personality-wise, just a sitcom version. Sort of like NPCs. Finn, have I ever told you you're bad at explaining things?" The audience laughed again and Finn rolled his eyes, trying to find an invisible camera he could glare at. "Finn, and I'm so sick of that stupid laugh track." "Gracie, I thought it would add to the atmosphere." "So anyway. Everyone's an NPC based on a real person. But there's no Gracie NPC based on me, because I'm just me. Real Gracie playing sitcom Gracie." "Finn, right. Gracie, but there's not actually a faith in the real world. And since I didn't set up Finn in this world, the spell got all wonky and turned you into a copy of me. Only, I don't think it's done." "Finn, don't think it's done with what?" "Gracie, you heard the stupid theme song. We're twins, but we're different. I think the sitcom logic is working off the polar opposite twins trope. Which is why Mom is so insistent on you being the girly one. Not just because she wanted me to be girlier, but because it makes sense in the world of a corny sitcom for one to be the tomboy and the other to be the Finn, girly girl? I'm so fudging sick of that term. Gracie, I'm not even sure if it's best to resist the spell or just go with it. You're already responding when people call you Faith. When's the last time you even referred to yourself as Finn? Finn, right now. My name is Fudge. Finn kept struggling to get his name out, almost as if the words were catching in his throat. Meanwhile, the audience cracked up at his effort. "Finn, my name is Fai." No. A female classmate of theirs walked by, looking the twins over and giving them both a smile. "Classmate, Faith, I love those shoes." Finn seemed to drop his struggle for a moment, smiling back. "Finn, thanks, girl. Oh my god, love your skirt." As soon as the words left Finn's mouth, he gave Gracie a look of pure horror. The audience thought it was hilarious. "Finn, Gracie, you have to fix this right now and get us the fudge home." "Gracie, I'm trying." Mixing magic and technology is already messy, and since this isn't a show about magic, like magic doesn't even exist in this universe as far as I know, there isn't much I can do for research. They walked to their lockers, Finn's shoulders slumped as he clopped along, actively resisting the natural grace his body moved earlier. He noticed a black-haired girl in jeans walking by, her sensibilities obviously more alt than either him or Gracie. Finn, hey, it's Cass. She was always in the front row at my punk shows. Gracie, what front row? You played in front of like 8 people. Finn, God, I miss wearing jeans. Cass noticed the twins looking at her and she walked over, joining the two of them by their lockers, exuding the aura of a television bad kid. Cass, hey, two of a kinds. Wearing heels to school again, huh? Wow, Faith. You're such a girl. The audience roared as both Finn and Gracie crossed their arms in unison, which made the audience laugh even harder. Gracie, that's my catchphrase. Finn, they're barely even heels. They're Mary Jane wedges and they're cute. Finn pouted when the last word left his mouth and the audience awed at his reaction. Cass, just giving you crap. See you around. Cass disappeared down the hall as Finn and Gracie watched her go. Finn, she used to have a huge crush on me. Several boys walked by, nerds and jocks, bad boy loners and enthusiastic otakus. More than a few of them gave Finn quick looks. Gracie, I don't think she's the only one. Finn, whatever, let's go to class. The two searched through their phones, looking up their schedules for the sitcom school. Surely grades wouldn't matter in this universe, but it was best not to upset the balance of that universe until they could escape. Distracted by the search, Finn was unaware that he began humming a familiar tune, even mumbling the words to himself. Finn, we're twins, but we're different. One's girly, one isn't. Gracie, dude, are you singing the theme song? Another horrified expression spread across Finn's face, and he shook his head to clear the song out, sending his blonde tresses flying for a moment. Finn, no. I mean, it's like any crappy pop song. Sure, it's terrible. But somehow, it just gets stuck in your head. Gracie, maybe we should go to class. I've got molecular chemistry, what about you? Finn, let's see. What the fudge? Modern dance? Gracie, you mean a class where you have to squeeze into a tutu and then prance around and then if you're lucky, you get hoisted into the air by some hot guy? Why wouldn't you take a class like that? After all, Faith. Your Finn held his hand up in front of Gracie's face and then stormed off in the direction of the dance theater, heels clacking through the halls. Finn, I know. I'm such a girl. Episode 5, Twice the Baskets. Gracie, so how did it go? Their first day at Townsville High School was over, as Finn and Gracie met at their lockers. Finn was clearly seething after having to spend an entire school day as a girl, or an entire day as a schoolgirl. Gracie tried her best not to laugh as her transformed brother stared daggers at her, while the audience cracked up. Gracie, that bad, huh? There was another roar of laughter from the audience. Gracie began loading her backpack as Finn's glaring continued. Finn, yes, Gracie. It was, in fact, that bad. Gracie, I bet you looked so cute in your tutu. Finn, first of all, it's not a tutu, it's a leotard. And second. Finn exhaled miserably as he aggressively packed his own backpack, his face reddening. Finn, one of the other dancers said I have a perfect butt. Gracie snorted at Finn's admission, and the audience joined her in laughing. Gracie, that's a compliment. Finn, I'm not done. Half the time I could barely walk in these dumb shoes. Finn lifted a foot, showing off the blue wedges he wore to school. Gracie, that's odd. The changes from the spell must be fluctuating. Finn, may I finish? The guy sitting next to me in English kept smiling at me. Gracie, ah. Finn, naturally when class was over, I rushed out, because I wanted to be literally anywhere else. I was in a hurry. I stumbled in these stupid fudging heels and a football player caught me. Gracie, caught you? That's like a perfect meet-cute setup. Did you both look deep into each other's eyes? Finn didn't answer, his face turning red again. The audience cackled. Gracie, oh my god, you did. Finn, maybe for like a second, and then I smacked his hands. Can we just go home? Finn was already walking down the hall, his heels clacking against the linoleum. Gracie rushed to his side, her teasing manner replaced with sincere optimism. Gracie, this might actually be good news, though. Your transformation, let's call it your faith in us, and all the changes that come with it, are ongoing. It's not like your brain has been totally rewired to turn you into faith. And you can even fight back. That's a plus, right? Gracie's optimism won her brother over, and he seemed positive for the first time since they got trapped in the sitcom world. Finn, definitely. Maybe if I do less faith-why. Or even unfaith-like things, I can hold them off indefinitely and we can focus on getting the heck out of here. High five me, sis. The two slapped a quick high five in the hallway, but Gracie's hand recoiled immediately. Gracie, ow. Your nails got me. Finn, sorry. Gracie, it's okay. But there is one thing I can't help but wonder. Finn, what's that? Gracie, the guy who caught you, was he cute? Finn's death glare returned as the audience laughed and the pop theme song kicked in. We're twins, but we're different, Gracie, that's not a no. Finn stormed out of the school entrance as the song went on, and Gracie followed. They were back home in an instant, but this time they were in their backyard. Gracie traded her school clothes for a comfortable jersey and shorts. Finn also traded his school clothes for black leggings, a black skirt and gray blouse. His boots were stylish, but blissfully lacking in heels. He and Gracie stood next to a basketball goal on their patio, and Finn held a basketball in his manicured hands, and there was a rack loaded with more basketballs next to him. Gracie looked his clothes over and squinted in confusion. Gracie, I thought you were gonna put on something casual. Finn, this is like the most casual thing I have. The skirt's a little loose and leggings are more like pants than tights. Darn it, I miss pants. Gracie, maybe Mom will let you show off that perfect but in a pair of booty shorts. Finn, pass on that, thanks. Now, prepare to be amazed at my brilliant plan. We both know that I'm good at basketball. Gracie, well, we know you were. But let's say Faith was another person, who isn't you. Does she seem like the type of girl who can shoot hoops? Finn, no, and that's exactly my point. Even if I'm not Fee. Darn it. Even if I'm not the old me on the outside, I'm gonna prove I'm still me. Who needs weirdos smiling at them and football players catching them? Watch this. Despite his nails, Finn tried his best to grip the basketball and line up his shot. He fired the ball in a weak arc that fell just short of the net. Finn, no big deal, just warming up, my center of gravity is a little off. Gracie, boobs and a booty will do that. Finn, stop trying to psyche me out. Finn took a second ball off the rack and lined up another shot. His knees flexed and he hopped off the ground, launching the ball with a much higher arc. It rose into the air and then began to fall back to earth, floating past the basketball goal and over the fence into the neighbor's yard, where it landed with an exaggerated crashing sound. A voice screamed from behind the fence. Neighbor, watch it! Finn, sorry. The ball was tossed back at Finn, and he flinched, swatting it away melodramatically. Finn, eek! Gracie collected the ball and gently held it out. Finn took it. Gracie, you just eked. Finn, whatever, I'm still warming up, but I feel really good about the next one. Gracie stood back as Finn shot again and again and again. The ball would fall short, it would catch on his nails in the wrong direction, a couple of times it fell right out of his hands as he was shooting. His best shot ricocheted off the backboard and boomeranged back in Finn's direction, causing him to shield his face and squeal. Luckily, Gracie was there to play defense and bat the rogue ball down. Finn was too dejected to be grateful. Finn, maybe I just need more practice. Gracie, maybe don't worry about basketball so much. I'm not great at it either. Still holding the final ball, Gracie lined up a shot of her own, steadying her stance and pushing off the ground. The ball flew in a perfect arc and sailed neatly through the hoop, swishing through the net. The audience cheered and Gracie held up her arms in victory. Gracie, awesome. That's like the first time I ever made a basket. Faith, did you see? Faith? Finn wasn't glaring at his sister this time. The look in his eyes was a bit farther away, as if he was starting both at her and through her. His time in the sitcom world was starting to take quite a toll. Gracie, why are you making that face? Finn, oh, no reason. Just having a complete mental meltdown. The audience laughed, but Gracie examined her transformed brother anxiously, interlocking her arm with his and leading him back into the house. Their sitcom mom stood in the kitchen, working on dinner. Gracie, it's okay. We're gonna get out of here, I promise. Besides, it's just basketball. Mom, speaking of which, I took the liberty of restocking your makeup baskets upstairs. Gracie, honestly, a little lip gloss now and then wouldn't kill you. And Faith, there's a new mascara guaranteed to give you perfect, fluttery eyelashes. Gracie, hey, I used lip gloss sometimes. Finn, wow, super cool, Mom. Mascara. The crowd cackled at Faith's sarcasm, but the sitcom mom laughed and waved him off. Mom, I know, you can't wait to have a set of luscious lashes so you can bat them at all the boys. Oh Faith, you're such a girl. Gracie and Finn exchanged miserable looks as the crowd howled again. Gracie, wanna help me research? Finn, sure do, sis. But first I think I'm gonna have another meltdown. Gracie, can I help? Episode 6, Twice the Shoes. Finn, I've had enough. Finn stood defiantly in the backyard, his outfit immaculately stylish, the epitome of teen fashion. Next to him on the patio sat a wood chipper, the top open to receive whatever might need chipping. To protect his eyes, Finn wore a pair of safety glasses. The kitchen door flew open as Gracie rushed onto the patio, surveying the scene and trying to make sense of it. Gracie, enough what? Being a girl, being trapped in a sitcom, being... Is that a wood chipper? Nodding, Finn held up a pair of sparkly blue heels, gesturing manically with them at his sister. Finn, enough shoes. I'm so fudging sick of them. Guess who got stuck under another shoe avalanche this morning? Gracie, honestly, you have so many, I'm surprised you were able to shove them all back in your closet. The audience laughed, but Finn paid them no attention. Finn, and I'm about to fix that. No more shoe avalanches, no more fashion and makeup, no more letting this stupid sitcom turn me into your girly twin. I'm fighting back. The crow cackled again, and the poppy theme song kicked in. We're twins, but we're different, Finn, nope, not listening. Finn flipped the switch on the wood chipper, and its mechanized gargle drowned out the theme song. He and Gracie looked at each other for a moment, waiting to see if the song grew louder, but it seemed to work and Finn switched the machine back off. Gracie, dude, you just beat the annoying theme song. Maybe you're actually onto something here. Finn, Darn right, and that's just the beginning. As of this moment, I am done wearing heels. They're loud, they're awkward, they're uncomfortable, and I absolutely hate them. Gracie, pretty strong opinion on shoes, Faith. The audience was laughing again, but Finn stood strong, holding the shoes over the woodchipper's mechanical maw. Finn, they're not just shoes, Gracie. They're a symbol of femininity and I reject them. I don't care if they're stylish, I don't care if they make my butt and legs look fantastic, and I don't care about the extra swing they add to my hips. Half the time I can barely walk in them, but if I don't resist now, this show is gonna have me strutting down the halls of Townsville High School like a runway model. And I refuse. I'm tired of all this girly poo. The failed attempt at profanity made Finn stop his monologue, and his lips made a glossy pout. Gracie, poo. Did you just try to curse again? Finn, yes, I get it, TVPG. But I can still destroy all the shoes I want. There's nothing in the content warning about moderate violence to footwear. Gracie, good call on the safety glasses, too. Finn, safety is important, plus it took me like 45 minutes to get my eyelashes this fluttery and I don't want any debris ruining them. Gracie, no more makeup, huh? Finn, the makeup's next. And yes, I realize I'm wearing a pair of wedges now. Their time will come. Finn flipped the switch and the woodchipper roared to life. He dangled the shoes over the top, grinding metal teeth waiting eagerly to tear into them. But Finn hesitated. Gracie, you can do it, Faith. It's not even a big loss, you have like 3 other pairs that are exactly like those. Finn, what do you mean exactly? I have a pair of slingbacks, a pair of kitten heels, and a pair of these without the bows on the front. The woodchipper kept grinding, but Finn studied the shoes again through his safety glasses, shaking his head to ward off any intrusive thoughts. Finn, those bows are so fudging cute, though. And if there's a school formal, I'm not saying I would go, but I think in the back of my closet there's a lace cocktail dress that these would match perfectly. Gracie, Faith, you're such a girl. Finn, stop it with the catchphrase. Gracie, no, I mean listen to yourself. You're being such a girl right now. Finn, holy fudge, you're right. Gotta fight it, deep breaths. Finn squeezed his eyes shut and inhaled. When he opened them again, he examined the shoes and then the woodchipper. Finn, I don't want to get caught under another shoe avalanche tomorrow. Gracie, I think it's a recurring gag. A mountain of shoes falls on you and then you crawl out holding the ones you end up wearing. Finn, that's a pretty lame gag. But this is the only solution. The shoes dangled precariously from Finn's manicured hand, but suddenly the woodchipper spurted and began smoking. The mechanisms inside grinded to a halt as the machine died. His eyes locked onto Gracie's and a moment later the two of them were in their shared bedroom. The closet door was wide open and illuminated from within. Finn noticed he was still holding the shoes as the two approached the closet and peeked curiously inside. Somehow, the closet expanded to an entire new room, with rows upon rows of skirts and dresses and gowns, drawers of underwear, and a stockpile of makeup. And at the very back was an immaculate and massive shoe rack. Gracie, wow, it's a literal walk-in closet. Finn, every walk-in closet is literally a walk-in closet, that's why it's called a walk-in closet. But this is like... Gracie, your wardrobe is so extensive that your closet is basically a mini dimension. The two looked at the shoe rack and saw an open spot. Finn stepped forward, delicately placing the shoes. Finn, there we go. The rack seems pretty sturdy. Gracie, maybe there won't be any more shoe avalanches. Finn, hopefully. And just because they're there, that doesn't mean I have to wear them. The rack shook. And even though it looked sturdy, the shoes toppled forth, covering both girls in another mountain of shoes. Gracie dug her way out first, and then Finn emerged holding the same pair. Finn, still not wearing them. Gracie, I think you're making this worse. As Gracie said the words, the scene shifted. It was the next day, and Finn was standing in front of his speech class. Not only was he wearing the sparkly blue heels, but also the cocktail dress that went with it. His earlier assessment was correct. They matched perfectly. Finn, what the fudge? The audience laughed, just like the students seated at their desks in front of him, but the teacher was less amused. Teacher, Faith, your point has been made, please wrap it up. You've been gushing for nearly 20 minutes about how much you love shoes. Finn blinked for a moment, his shoulders slumping, trying to cover himself as best he could as he stood at the podium in his cocktail dress. He noticed a few notes scribbled on cards in front of him, although most of them appeared to be drawings of more shoes. The audience cackled again and the class murmured among itself. Classmate 1, I can't believe she wrote a whole presentation on shoes. Classmate 2, I can. She's such a dash. Finn, girl, I know. And the stupid dress matched the stupid shoes, okay? The class and audience both laughed, as Finn finally found a card with words on it. But as he read, he sighed, dreading the closing of his presentation. Confetti exploded from the roof of the classroom, and a banner unfurled over the whiteboard declaring I love heels. Finn's face turned solid red, but after a miserable sigh, he dutifully recited the notes. Finn, dang it. So in conclusion, heels are the fudging best. Not only are they super stylish, they make your legs and booty look fantastic, add an extra swing to your hips, and are a must for any formal occasion. Classmate 3, I wouldn't call a class presentation formal. Finn, whether it's on a fashion runway or the halls of Townsville High, there's nothing better than the sassy strut offered by a good pair of heels. A girl can never have too many shoes. And... Finn rolled his eyes again, scowling as he read the final line. Finn, and I'm such a girl. The class offered insincere applause as they shook the confetti off their clothes and desks. Finn gave the teacher a pitiful look and she motioned at his empty desk. Teacher, thank you, Faith. You may strut back to your seat. The class and the audience exploded in laughter. Red-faced with embarrassment, Finn clacked back to his seat. But before he could sit back down, his heel slipped on a patch of confetti and he tumbled. A football player leapt up, quickly catching Finn in his arms. This time, Finn made it a point to avoid eye contact as he regained his balance, although he did take a moment to notice the boy's firm muscles. Finn, wow, you're tall. Good thing I'm wearing heels. Episode 7, Twice the Reviews. A bell rang and Finn stomped out of class, pushing past his sitcom classmates, still furious after the show maneuvered him into giving a presentation on heels. He was still wearing them, of course. The same pair he wanted to toss in the wood chipper in the last episode, the ones that perfectly matched his sparkly blue cocktail dress. The other students stood back as he clacked angrily down the hall, fists clenched, the audience laughing all the way. Finn, so fudging mad right now. Finn spoke through gritted teeth, arriving at his locker and yanking it open. Cass looked at him from a few lockers down, and did a double take at the cocktail dress he was wearing. Cass, word, girly twin. I know being such a girl is your thing and all. Finn, not listening, I know you're about to make some lame joke at my expense. Cass, but you're like 8 months early for prom. The audience laughed as Finn dug through his locker. Cass, wait, let me try again. Did you just get out of prom class? There was another laugh track and Finn peeked around the door of his locker to shoot Cass a dirty look. Finn, that was worse than the first one. Fudge, what did I do with my books? The football player from class walked up perfectly on cue, holding an extra set of books to go with his own. He held them out to Finn, who was already groaning. Football player, hey, Faith. You were in such a rush that you forgot your books. The audience awed as Finn's face went red. He snatched the books away, shoving them into his pink camo backpack. Cass and the football player looked at him as he collected his things. In fact, the entire hallway seemed to be looking at him. Finn, what? Cass, huh? Football player, Finn, oh, I get it. This is usually the part where I stumble and he catches me. Nope. Not doing that again. Where the fudge is Gracie? Cass, ducked out early, something about research, a breakthrough, or something. Finn clapped his hands with excitement. Finn, woo! Finally! He jumped in place for a moment and started to stagger as his shoes came back down on the linoleum, but Finn was quick to steady himself on the locker, even though the football player was eager to catch him. Finn, I'm good. Why don't you go catch a cold? There was more laughter from the audience, as the rest of the students went back to whatever they were doing. Finn took the opportunity to grab Cass's shoulder. Finn, just let me balance on you until I'm out of here. The audience laughed harder and the theme song swelled. We're twins, but we're different. Finn made it a point to stomp even harder in his heels, creating enough noise to drown the song out. Soon enough, he was out the door and there was a jump cut to the bedroom he shared with Gracie. Gracie's fingers flew over her keyboard as she researched, the monitor's reflection gleaming off her glasses. The closet door swung open and Finn stepped up, relieved to be out of the cocktail dress, but trading it for another girly outfit with a blue blouse and a red and purple checkered skirt. He took a moment to adjust his tights. Finn, seriously, yellow tights? Gracie peeked over the monitor to examine her brother's outfit. Gracie, hard look to pull off, but you're totally doing it. Finn, did you find anything? Gracie, sort of. I think I've managed to magi hack. Finn, magi hack? Gracie, like a combination of magic and hacking. Finn, I get it, that's just the worst term for anything I've ever heard. Gracie, if I may continue. There's the sitcom internet, which mostly only contains information relevant to the show's world. But I managed to magi hack. The audience cackled as Finn rolled his eyes. Gracie, back onto the regular internet. Or what might be a hybrid of both. It's complicated, never mix science with technology, Finn, because you might get turned into your sister's twin and stuck in a fudging sitcom. More laughter, and this time it was Gracie who rolled her eyes. Gracie, a sitcom in a pocket dimension, designed specifically for me to mess around in. And then I found the reviews. Finn, the what? Gracie, reviews. For season 1 of Faith and Gracie, still can't believe you got top billing in my sitcom, by the way. We're currently sitting at 29%, but shows like this are usually panned by critics for being derivative, unfunny, and overly sentimental. Finn, are you saying people are actually watching this? Gracie shrugged. Gracie, maybe? Finn, how does that even make sense? We've been in here at least a week. Has a week passed in the real world? And if episodes air weekly? I feel like my head is gonna explode. Gracie, probably best not to think too hard about it until I find out more. But this means we can possibly interact with the outside world. Finn, then tell someone to get us the fudge out of here. Gracie, I think that in the context of the spell, that would just look like a sitcom plot. I don't know, I'm still digging and, hey, what the fudge? Finn, that's my line. Gracie, no, seriously. Look at this. We have audience reviews, too. Those are usually higher anyway. I'm gonna read some comments. Finn, never read the comments, Gracie. Episode 8, twice the comments. Gracie was still scrolling over comments from the end of the last episode, smiling to herself while Finn sat opposite her, arms and legs both crossed tightly, his foot batting anxiously. Gracie, most of these are actually pretty positive. Finn, positively stupid, I bet. The audience laughed at Finn's remark, causing him to uncross his arms and clench his hands into fists as the theme song started. We're twins, but we're different, Finn fumbled for his purse, pulling a miniature air horn out and pressing the button on top. A blaring honk spewed from the air horn, filling the room and prompting Gracie to cover her ears as the theme song was drowned out. Releasing the button, Finn listened for a moment to see if the theme song kept going. When it did not, he slumped back onto his bed, crossing his legs and batting his foot again. Gracie, dude, you're totally kicking that song's butt. It hasn't added new lyrics in like 5 episodes. Finn, I hate it so much. Gracie, anyway, like I was saying, the comments are mostly nice, but they're under the assumption this is an actual show. Finn, even if this was a normal show and not some pocket dimension thingy, it would still be terrible. Gracie, seeing as how I designed the pocket dimension thingy, I am going to ignore that. And FYI, lots of other people seem to enjoy my dimension/show, so there. Everyone thinks you saying fudge is hilarious. Finn, fudge them. Laughter echoed from the audience. Finn rolled his eyes. Gracie, Faith should take home EC. Finn, nope. Gracie, but how cute would you be in one of those housewife dresses? Finn glared at her and the audience howled with laughter. Gracie looked at another comment and her eyes widened. Noticing her reaction, Finn minced over. Finn, what is it, Gracie? Gracie, don't freak out, but people are shipping you. Finn, what do you mean shipping me? Gracie, I mean they're rooting for you to get together with that football player. The one whose arms you keep falling into. Finn, I know which one you're talking about. I'm not getting together with anyone. Gracie, it's not a big deal. You're a main character and he doesn't even have a name in the show. That means he's a side character and a main character can't hook up with a side character. Finn, you better be right. Your rules seem pretty flimsy. Gracie, everyone who used magic to create a sitcom pocket universe, please raise your hand. The audience cackled as Gracie raised her hand, Finn staring daggers at her all the while. Gracie, I'm just saying, it's my universe and I made the rules. Hey, this person thinks we're one actress. Which would make sense. Finn, because twins don't exist in the real world. Gracie, but we're only twins in the context of the show, technically, you're a copy of me. We're twins. Finn, but we're different. Fudge. Stupid theme song. Gracie, 2 out of 10? Tries way too hard? What the heck, it's a sitcom, what are people expecting? The show needs a decent plot idea? Finn, I agree with that. There was more laughter and this time it was Gracie staring daggers at her transformed brother. She went back to the comments, looking for one to fire back at him. Gracie, here's a good suggestion. The comments tell Faith what to wear or how to act, like new tights or a new language adjustment. Finn, fine, I'm sorry. I already have a rainbow assortment of tights, I can't curse anymore, and every morning I get stuck under an avalanche of shoes. Isn't that enough? There was a knock at the door and then their sitcom mother walked into the room, looking over Finn and Gracie and giving them a cheerful smile. Mom, so wonderful to see my girls getting along for once. I've got some great news for both of you. Gracie, the basketball coach heard about that amazing jump shot of yours, and he's dead set on having you try out for the team. Gracie seemed surprised, but flattered. Finn, meanwhile, was turning red with rage. Gracie, cool, I guess I'll try it. Finn, what the fudge, Gracie? I'm the one who's good at basketball. You stole my athletic ability. Gracie could only shrug, but Mom was quick to put a supportive arm around Finn. Mom, now Faith, don't you worry, dear. Right after I spoke to the basketball coach, I just happened to catch a cheerleading practice, and guess what? Finn, nope, not doing it, nah. Mom, they have a spot open. I told the cheer coach about your dance background. Finn, I literally started taking dance classes this week. Gracie, obviously, sitcom U has been taking them her whole life. Mom, the coach was a little reluctant at first. So I made up a story about how you wanted to try out, but were too bashful because you don't know anything about sports. And how I overheard you practicing cheers in your room. Finn, 1, yes, I know things about sports. 2, I have never practiced any cheers. Finn's screeching got another peal of laughter from the audience as Mom gave him a gentle pat on the back. Mom, sweetie, I had to exaggerate. The coach understood perfectly. You're not the first girl desperate to make the cheer team so she could impress a boy. Finn, Mom, please tell me you didn't. Mom, oh Faith, the whole school's seen you fawning over that football player. How many times have you fallen into his arms now? Gracie, 3? Finn, actually, it's 2. Mom, a bit of a melodramatic way to get a boy's attention, but that's my Faith, such a girl. The laugh track exploded and Faith grimaced. Mom, such a handsome young man, too. You certainly can pick them, Faith. What was his name again? Mom began to think to herself, as both Gracie and Finn tried to get her attention and disrupt her train of thought. Gracie, if he gets a name that means he goes from side character to supporting character. And supporting characters can definitely date main characters. Finn, Mom, do not finish that thought. Mom, Bo, that's it. Finn, fudge. Gracie, oh. Mom, how could I forget? His name is Bo and Faith wants him to be her beau. How funny. Finn, yeah, hilarious. Despite Finn's deadpan sarcasm, the crowd agreed and exploded in laughter. Gracie, seriously, a cheerleader dating a football player? That's way more cliché than I expected. Finn, I'm not dating anyone. I don't care how cute he is. Gracie, A look of horror overtook Finn's face as he realized what he said. Mom and the audience laughed again. Finn, did I just call a guy cute? Gracie, yeah, but you're not wrong. And look on the bright side. Finn, what's the bright side? Gracie, even if it's a cliché, guys like Bo love cheerleaders. Finn struggled desperately to jam a microphone into the stand in front of him, his feminine face turning red with effort. Finn, screw in. Stupid. Microphone. Cass looked up from the amp she was adjusting, trying her best not to laugh. Cass, screw, huh? The audience laughed for her, the laugh track exploding. Finn, shut up, Cass. We're TV PG, don't even act like you can make an innuendo. Cass, innuendo. There was another explosion of laughter from the audience, and Finn was barely able to contain his rage, squeezing his delicate hands into little fists. Cass, just joking around. Cute pink guitar, by the way. Perfect for you since you're Dash Finn, go ahead, say it. Finn was rolling his eyes, waiting for the catchphrase, but Cass looked perplexed. Cass, our guitarist? Finn, don't you mean, such a girl? Cass, well. Yeah. I mean, that silver skirt doesn't exactly scream tomboy. Cool boots, though. Finn, I know, super stylish. Even if this is just a practice, I still wanted to look. Cass, cute? Mission accomplished, girly twin. But since this is our first official band practice, clue me in on what we're actually practicing. Finn, technically, I'm already in a punk band. The audience tittered, but Cass looked confused. Finn knew there was no point in explaining that his punk band was back in the real, non-sitcom world, and that Cass was one of their biggest groupies, instead of the cool girl who kept mocking his newfound girliness. Cass, you mean like pop punk? Finn, no, I don't mean like pop punk. The real deal anti-authority, profanity-laden, zero sentimentality. Now it was Cass's turn to roll her eyes. Cass, totally sounds like you, Faith. Her sarcastic quip earned another laugh track, but Finn was already at the microphone, ready to wow Cass with his vocal prowess. Finn, prepare to eat those words, Cass. Cass cringed at the sound of Finn's syrupy sweet vocals, as Finn's hands went to his throat and he let out a delicate cough. Cass, you sound like you just huffed helium. Finn, I just need to warm up. Cough do. Cass, I don't even think you could pull off Riot Girl with those vocals. Guess we're a pop-punk band after all. Finn's shoulders slumped, but still, he refused to give up. He pointed frantically at the pink camo backpack he left by the door. Finn, no way. My lyrics are totally hardcore. Look. Cass, you mean these? Cass pulled out a notebook decorated in fairies, with songs from Faith's Heart written across the front. The audience cackled as Cass began flipping through the notebook, trying her best to stifle her laughter. Cass, yeah, these songs sound totally hardcore, Faith. Which one do you want to practice first? Bubblegum lip gloss, pay attention to me, need more shoes. And wow, like half these are about boys. Finn, what? Finn shuffled over, boots clacking and legs swishing beneath his silver skirt. He snatched the notebook from Cass, looking at the contents in absolute horror. Finn, too many cute boys, boy chasing, gimme boys? I didn't write these. Finn was practically hyperventilating as Cass flipped to another page. Cass, everyone knows you're such a girl, Faith. But I never knew you were so boy crazy. Hey, what's this one? Faith and Gracie theme? As soon as the words left Cass's mouth, the theme song began and the audience cheered. We're twins, but we're different, Finn, the bane of my fudging existence. What do the lyrics even say? We're twins, but we're different. Yeah, no duh. Cass, one's girly, one isn't. Definitely sounds like you and Gracie. I'm stuck in a dress, and your hair is a mess. I actually think Gracie's hair looks fine. Finn, and I'm wearing a skirt, not a dress. Finn started to curtsy just like the last time he bragged about wearing a skirt instead of a dress, but as one hand touched the hem of his skirt, he stopped and kept reading. Finn, these lyrics are so lame. Cass, but you wrote them. Finn, no, I didn't. Seriously, I'm Faith, the girly girl who loves to fudging shop? Cass, girl, you're in a new outfit like every single day. I'm Gracie, not so girly, and I love pop. So you two do have something in common. Finn snatched the notebook away from Cass and shut it, with the audience guffawing. Finn, enough. Can we just practice already? I want to be able to drown the theme song out if it starts again. Let's just play something. Cass grabbed her own bass guitar and looked back, ready to play. Cass, sounds good to me. What do you want to play, Aiden? Finn, who the fudge is Aiden? Cass, our drummer? Seriously, how did you not notice him? He's been back there the whole time. Typical Faith, always has to be the center of attention. Finn, shut up, Cass. Hey, I'm really sorry about that, Finn turned and saw the guy seated at the drums behind him and immediately stopped talking, his mouth hanging open as he struggled to find words. Aiden smiled apologetically and Finn couldn't help but smile back. Finn, oh. Nice to Faith you, I'm Meat. Wait, no. Hi, Faith, I'm Aiden. I'm mean. Cass waved her hand in front of Finn's face as he stammered and the audience oot. She then took Finn by the shoulders and turned him around so that he was facing the microphone again, the pink guitar dangling in front of him. Cass, you can remember your name later. For now, let's rock. Aiden hit his drumsticks together and counted off, as Cass launched into a bass line. Finn began strumming his guitar, but recoiled for a moment, his lips to the microphone as his voice pumped through the speaker. Finn, fudging nails. There was another laugh track, as Cass glared at Finn. Finally, he shrugged and began playing, as the band's jam session echoed throughout the halls of the school. A few moments later, Finn was back in the family living room, sitting on one end of the couch opposite Gracie. His arms and legs were both crossed, but Gracie was pressing him for info. Gracie, so you're in a band now and you're a singer? That's kinda cool. Finn, how is it cool, Gracie? I have a notebook full of songs about boys. Gracie, is there one about Aiden? Gracie smirked and the crowd applauded her one-liner. Finn glared daggers back at his sister. Gracie, I'm kidding. But now you have Bo and Aiden. The cute drummer and the handsome football player. Looks like your season arc involves a love triangle. Standard for a teen show, but still pretty corny. Finn, if you want corny, the lyrics to our terrible theme song are in my notebook. Finn removed the notebook from his pink camo backpack and hurled it at Gracie, who flinched at the flying pages. She looked down to see the notebook open to their theme song. Gracie, I already know this. Twins, but we're different. You're a girly girl who loves to shop. I'm not so girly, I listen to pop. Ugh, I hope that doesn't mean I have to listen to your new band. Finn rolled his eyes, but couldn't help but jump in. Finn and Gracie, we look the same, but act so different. They exchanged stares, each blinking in confusion. Then Finn noticed Gracie's blouse seemed a bit more stylish than usual. Finn, is that my outfit? Gracie, oh girl, stop complaining. There was another look of confusion between the two, as Gracie stared at the lyrics. Finn crawled over to her side of the couch, reading along. Finn, I'm popular cheers, trends, and fame. Gracie, but I'm cool for sports and video games. Finn, let's party. Gracie, let's not. Finn, here we go. Gracie, oh my gosh. Finn snapped the notebook shut. Finn, I guess the lyrics could be worse. although I don't feel like partying. Gracie, I'm the cool one, though. That's kinda, cool. The two sat awkwardly on the couch for a moment as the theme song began again. But this time, there was something odd about it. We're twins, but we're different. Finn, wait a second, are those our voices? One's girly, one isn't. Gracie, that's definitely mine, but the high-pitched one. Finn was red-faced with embarrassment. Finn, it's mine. Gracie, were you huffing helium? The audience laughed, but Finn was quick to fire back. Finn, Cass already made that stupid joke. And now our fudging voices are singing the fudging theme song. You need to get us out of here now. Gracie, don't worry, former bro, I mean. Halloween is coming up, and even if we're in a pocket dimension with sitcom rules, magic should still be more powerful. That means my spells will have an extra oomph. This is our chance. Finn pulled Gracie up from the couch, squeezing his sister into a hug and jumping up and down with excitement. Finn, awesome. Finally, I can get out of skirts and stop gawking at guys. But wait a second. His enthusiasm vanished as a realization dawned. Finn, does that mean the original spell, the one that trapped us here, is gonna be more powerful, too? Gracie thought about it for a moment, then shrugged. Gracie, possibly, but I'm confident I can work around it. Let's fudging party. Punching her right fist into her left hand, Gracie looked ready for action. Finn was less ready, his shoulders slumping, already worried what the spell might do next. Finn, let's not.